Well, it was a great football game and certainly very exciting to win it. Obviously, those Commander in Chiefs Trophy games are really, really important to our program and our team, our institution, and the United States Army that we represent. So I'm proud that we were able to represent our men and women that serve more than anything with a victory today. And it was a hard fought game. Both teams just gutted it out, and fortunately we made one more play when it counted there at the end. And we had some guys make some really great individual efforts. But credit the other team. They got back in the game and pushed the thing to overtime. Had a 2-point conversion to do it, and our guys kept believing and found a way. And very fortunate and very, very excited to win the football game.
Chris Vanini, Athletic.
Yeah, Jeff, this was Army's most passing yards in a win since something like 2004 or something like that. What can you say about the passing game kind of really leading you to victory more than the running game did?
Well, I wish we didn't have to throw it. We like it a lot better when we just run the ball and run our stuff and move the ball. But well, like I said, credit to them. They're doing a good job stopping us and played a hard football game. We hit some plays when we needed to. Christian Anderson did a really good job throwing the ball, and Isaiah Alston made some really good plays, getting himself open and making a catch. And we had one over there to Brandon Walters, and frankly, we kind of had hoped we'd set up the formation so that Brandon wouldn't be the guy that ran the top route on that one, but it's a big catch. And so when we throw the ball and have to throw the ball, it's usually not a great formula for us to win, because we are a running football team and we try to control the clock and keep it away from the other team. But they were the same way. They went to the air and had a lot of success throwing it, and I think it's just a credit to both defensive coordinators and both teams, both defenses, being ready for and doing a good job of stopping the run, which is what they want to do too.
And you were really excited after the game. I know I saw you hold up the sign in front of the cadets. I think between the third and fourth quarters, you went over there too. Just kind of, what was kind of your messaging going through your emotions at that time?
Well, we've got almost 600 members of the United States Corps of Cadets over there that traveled from West Point to be here for the game, and we're a representation of them. When our guys play out there, that's the United States Corps of Cadets playing on the field. So they're part of our team, and I feel a great sense of connection to our student body, the United States Corps of Cadets, and so anytime I can include them and let them feel like they're important to us and they matter, I want to do that. And it was an opportune time, and I've done that before, so that wasn't anything new.
Joe Iacono.
Good afternoon, Coach. Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com. First, let me just congratulate you on a great win today. In a game like that that's so neck and neck, so tight, there's so many key plays. You can almost say every play is critically important. But were there any one or two plays that you thought maybe really, really made the difference in that win?
Oh, just trying to think off the top of my head. I thought Tyler made a great run for that first touchdown. I mean, he was bottled up, and they had their hands around him, and he just powered his way and found a way to get into the end zone. That was a huge play. With the I think that tip ball that we intercepted, that Andre tipped, and then we ran it back. They were down there in scoring position, and they came away with no points. Obviously, it was a big play. Unfortunately, at the end of the play, Andre got a 15-yard penalty, and that set us back. We drove the ball down there, and with 15 more yards, we probably could have kicked a field goal there. So it was a big play in our favor, and then a big turn of events getting the penalty. So, but that was a play that made a difference in the game. Certainly, I thought as the game went along there, we got into overtime, and the slant route that Christian Anderson threw to Isaiah Alston there to get us out of trouble was a really great play when we needed it. And then obviously Jabari Moore breaking up that pass at the very end. We had him sacked there in overtime, and they snapped the ball early I'm certain it was an error on their part, and Andre got so excited he took an angle, and the guy broke contain and hit a big pass out there to their right, our left, and kept the drive alive. That was a big play. Hopefully we would have got him off the field there on fourth and super long, but it was just a lot of plays that showed up, and it kind of went both ways. But our guys just gutted it out. They believed they were going to win the game. We believed we were going to win the game, and they never stopped believing. They never flinched when they tied it up. They went to overtime. They just kept battling, and really, really proud of the effort.
And then my follow-up and final question, Coach, is, Army's now won 4 of the last 5 over Air Force, but the last 4 of those games have all come right down to the wire, really the last play. What do you think it is that specifically with the Army Air Force game makes these games so neck and neck, where literally every game comes down to the final play?
Well, many of the Army Navy games have been like that too. And, for a while there, my first 4 years or so, we lost by 7, then we lost by 4, and then we won by 4, and we won by 7. And I mean, they're all really close games. And that trophy that we're fighting for is every team is desperate to win it, to get it in their trophy case. And so guys are going to fight as hard as they can. And like you said, the last 4 have been 1-score games, and all been really close. So I anticipated it was going to be a game like this. I thought we could have put them away there in the fourth quarter had we been able to get a first down and get points and even get a field goal when it was 14-3. But it's like I said, the other team's fighting hard, and they went and made plays and made it a ball game. So I just think it's going to be like that every year. I hope we can make it a game like that and be in the game.
Thank you.
Ken Kreitzer.
Coach, congratulations. We talked to Markel Broughton this week a little bit about, you mentioned the need for composure in games like this. Certainly your team seemed very composed, making key plays, and certainly in the overtime, the play by Jordan Law and then by Jabari Moore exemplify that. How do you feel about the composure your team demonstrated today?
They did, and that was a play when Booby recovered that fumble in the end zone. That was a huge play in the game for sure that I failed to mention. But those guys, they just, when you play this game, Ken, and there's so much emotion, it's hard to keep it in check. You want to win so bad that instinctually you just want to line up and kick the guy across from you, kick his butt. But you've got to stay focused on your job, on making sure we play our assignments. And we missed a bunch of them today, unfortunately. We didn't have to pay the ultimate price, but we missed a lot of assignments that would have maybe resulted in better plays, and play with great fundamentals. And you got to remain poised, and you can't allow the emotion to cause you to make poor decisions. And so our guys, I think, balanced that really well. Just the raw emotion and the will to win and the want to with doing their job, and just made just enough plays to win.
Coach, just ask you about managing the 2 quarterbacks who you played. Tyre started, played well. Christian went in, and you found a way to use both very effectively. How do you do that? How do you plan to use 2 quarterbacks in a game like you did today?
Well, that's a credit to Coach Davis and Coach Worley, and the job that they do to prepare those guys. And I think it's just a matter of the things that they do really well, and kind of thinking about maybe what's in store for that drive and what we need to do. But I think being able to play both of those guys and balance that is really good for both of them. They get some rest. They kind of get to stand over there and get their eyes on what's going on, regroup a little bit. And I think it's been really good. I know most teams aren't like that, but it's working for us right now.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
And I don't know if it's working for us. I mean, we won today. So we've been doing that the last 3 weeks, and it didn't work out for us. But I still think both of those guys are playing really well.
Thank you.
Ken McMillan.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Against Wake Forest, your defense gave up scores on 10 of 11 drives. What's it like to see the defense? I know they're completely different games, but what's it like to see the defense get 7 stops out of 10 series? And on 2 of those successful series for Air Force, you limited them to field goals.
Well, it was only 9 out of 10. We can't put that pick 6 on the fake field goal on the defense. So, but it was still a pretty good percentage. 9 out of 10. It's pretty darn sporty. 2 different teams, defending them entirely different than we defended the last team. Even the coverages that we've got to play and how we marry up the calls with the front and the coverage, it's completely different. So I don't know that there's any carryover. The guys just they executed the game plan well enough today to win, and obviously we gave up some yards in the passing game, and we gotta do a better job of that. And I think our guys will. They'll look at it. They're very humble, and they don't get too proud of themselves. They go and watch the film on Sunday, and they have a great desire to get better. So we're obviously going to face another team like that in a really big football game in December, and we're going to have to make sure we cover those passes, and I'm sure there'll be some copycatting going on. I don't blame. So we'll try to improve.
Well, you used the word pride. Still, it's got to be reassuring. No, not reassuring. Just a great confidence booster to get the job done when it really mattered today.
Yes, and it's an incredible confidence booster. And I am really proud of these guys. And I love this team. They're tough. They're tough as nails. And it's that mental toughness. I don't mean just physical toughness. You can't be physically tough unless you're really mentally tough. And they are. And they never stopped believing they were going to win. And so, I'm proud of them. And I'm sure that they are very proud of each other and of our team. And it was a team victory. It wasn't one guy made all the plays to win. It took a great team effort, and so I'm proud of them, and I know they're proud to be able to have that trophy in our locker room tonight and have a chance to win it when we play the other game in December.
And can you just talk about the importance of snapping that 3-game losing streak and getting back in the win column, plus beating Air Force for the CIC?
It had been 6 weeks since we won a game. That feels like forever. So it was great to win, and it's particularly great to win that game, to win a big rivalry game, one that you're playing for incredibly coveted trophy, a chance to go to the White House if we win the next one. I mean, that's a big deal. There's not many teams in America play a round robin tournament with only 2 other teams in the tournament for a chance to go to the White House. So I think it's a big deal to us, and so. Proud of them, and they should be proud of themselves.
And your quick thoughts on the Texas experience?
It's a great venue, incredible experience here to be in this stadium. I said earlier in the week, I like playing at home, and I prefer to play the game at home. Unfortunately, we can't play every one of them, but it was a great experience. We'll be back down here again next year.
We'll get a last few for Coach. We'll go with Sal Intratonata.
Hey, Coach, I apologize if this has been asked earlier. Just Jabari Moore's play to knock away that pass. Can you just, from your view on the sidelines, your emotions and the play that he made?
I didn't know it was him when the ball got knocked out. I was watching the pass rush and saw the ball fly. I saw a white jersey there in our hand go in front of him. It was a great play. He denied the pass just like he's taught. He was in great position on the receiver and didn't swat at it. He just stuck his hand in there and denied the pass like you're supposed to. So great fundamentals on that play showed up, and man, it was fun to celebrate. It was fun to just see our kids rush the field and embrace each other, and just what that brotherhood means to the guys in that locker room.
Can you just talk about Boobie Law also being in the right place at the right time for that, the overtime play?
Sometimes you are. Sometimes you just in the right place at the right time, and I'm glad he was.
All right, last one for Coach. All right. Thank you, Coach.
Coach,
Oh,
I was just going to ask one more. I was going to ask you, they interviewed General Mark Milley during the game. Did you get a chance to say hello to the chairman?
I did. He was gracious enough to come in the locker room after the game and congratulate our team. I saw him before, just briefly before the game, and then saw him after the game. So I know it was great for